Hello, Meow Meows. Thank you for your time today.
We have many things to discuss in our third series, Self.
Discovering ourself through love and understanding.
Uncovering what gets in the way.
What are the love languages we value and how we communicate them?
Falling in love and getting married to you.
Finding a giggle in yourself today.
Creating a reality with passion and purpose.
Alrighty, Meow Meows, let's get connected with ourself.
Well, hello, Miss Cat. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. I'm excited because we're going to dive into Find a Giggle.
Because if we can't laugh, then what do we have?
Right. Exactly.
I don't know.
Well, and I think it's interesting, too, because we have similar but different perspectives of what Find a Giggle means. And every person can have a different perspective, and I love that. But I find that it'll be beneficial or important to find a laugh in life.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
It's always, I think it's the best choice you could have made.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have our Choose Your Happiness episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it kind of goes back to that. But
Yes.
also this is such an important episode. We both feel following the human brain and self-hatred. Because it's like, it's hard, but it doesn't have to mean suffering.
No.
This is even like empowerment versus positivity. Empowerment is knowing that it's going to be hard, but it doesn't mean that you have to suffer through it every step of the way.
Definitely not. You don't.
Like,
Because we all have that choice. If your subconscious wants to suffer, you can allow it to suffer consciously.
right. I think just knowing like you deserve to live, laugh, and love through life.
You deserve to have fun.
You do deserve to have
Even
fun.
if you are in the shitty place, you deserve to have fun.
Yeah. And
And
I mean,
laugh.
like, even if it's just a little giggle, that's why this episode's called Find a Giggle.
Exactly.
So what sort of things make you laugh? Make you actually, find the laughter, especially in some hard situations?
Yes. So I enjoy, obviously, like funny, engaging people because I myself, as you have known, are a very goofy individual. So when I can be around someone else that's also very goofy or goofier than me, I'm like instantly comfortable. Just so comfortable. I'm like, yes.
Right.
And then I just like die. Like it's just fun the whole entire time.
Well, and yes, you are very goofy in the way when you're like shake it out, and you're like shake your hands, shake your hips, shake your butt. You're like shake your butt, shake it.
Because then you just laugh. There's nothing else you can do because you're just being goofy, and it brings you back to your child. It's bringing you back to like being a kid when you're just like running around like a crazy chicken with your head cut off, and you're just having fun.
Exactly. You're just having fun.
It is so good.
One of the things that makes me laugh is honestly the human brain.
Because
I'm like, that bitch funny. She a funny bitch. And you know that voice in your head that sometimes is just like a super critical asshole? It's like you could believe that voice is real and you could let it ruin your entire day. Or as soon as it pops up, you could just be like, ha! Hey,
how you doing?
Hey, you're funny.
Oh my goodness.
I have trained myself to laugh at the negative thoughts. I have trained myself to not believe the limiting beliefs and just be like, ha, I see you there.
You exist. But you aren't going to forever.
Right. It's like, you don't control me.
No, definitely not. So
sorry, I was gonna ask too, like, what's something that makes you laugh, but what's something that makes you feel good?
Something that makes me feel good is what provides a high energy, whatever that may be, which is a wide variety of things. So, oh gosh, what makes me feel good? Painting makes me feel amazing. Spending time makes me feel amazing because those are the things that make my energy grow, that bring me even closer to that giggle and that laughter and that fun, goofy self that I enjoy.
So if we're, trying to talk about how one would find a giggle, so you approach it from like a way to find a task or experience
Right.
that will
It's
help
something
bring you to a higher vibration,
It's
a better
something that you
mood.
enjoy is what brings you a good giggle. Because if you're just stuck in one place, what is something that you enjoy that does make you giggle or does give you those good feels that give you encouragement to keep going?
Well, and then so I take it from the perspective of like, let's say you're in a situation right now, and what giggle can you find in this very hard experience? And so, I mean, to me, find a giggle is notice you're a human having a human experience.
Yes.
Which means you're going to have emotions. You're going to have triggers. You're going to have
someone disappointed in you.
You're going to have nasty ass feelings that you're just like, I hate this.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this. So a few examples that were just like, these things happen. These things are not pleasant. These things normally would make us feel shame and guilt and embarrassment and disappointment and hurt.
Yeah.
But, is there possibilities to find little giggles in these very fucked up, unpleasant situations?
Yeah.
Let's say you're getting yelled at work, and it doesn't matter if you were the one who actually fucked up, if it's kind of a misunderstanding, let's just say it's some unpleasantries and you're kind of getting your ass chewed out. What I would do is I would kind of go into myself and I'd be like, damn, Kat, you are a sovereign, divine, magnificent creature of this planet. And this other divine creature of this planet is chewing you out right now. It has no reflection on your self-worth. It has no reflection on who you are as a person. This is hilarious that you have to endure this right now.
That you are experiencing this experience of being yelled at.
And it might not be true, that it might not be how you feel, but it's a different way of speaking to yourself. It's exactly like last week's episode. You are affirming a new reality.
Right, correct. So
allowing a new belief.
Yes. So if you're getting yelled at work and finding that it's funny because it's the experience that you are experiencing, rather than saying, oh, I'm being yelled at by my boss and fuck, I'm gonna get fired. I'm not good enough. I don't even know how I can be better. Ouch.
All of those things could be very ouchy. And again, empowerment kind of creates enough space for all of your emotions. So even in really difficult situations, let's bring in another example. Let's say you're having a fight with your partner.
Yeah.
Or you just had a very awkward conversation with your partner and you guys aren't talking in this exact moment. And you're just like, this feels very fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this.
And like, how do you get through that?
Honestly, the best way I can recommend is like you're holding enough space for the discomfort. You're holding enough space for the triggers and the hurt and the defense and all of those things that are coming up too. But you're also like, ha!
That's funny.
That's funny.
We're funny.
I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Yes.
But that's okay.
And another example I want to bring up is mental health in general. So I think, anyone can deal with their own mental health in whatever way works for them, but specifically with depression and anxiety. These are mental health. These are mental health that also create sensations with them. They also create rabbit holes. Like it feeds off of itself. So with something like depression or anxiety, you have to stop that as soon as you can. But you can't stop it by just being like, stop being depressed. Right. Stop being so anxious. No. Calm yourself down right now. What you can do is if you're allowing yourself to find these little giggles of like, I am so fucking depressed right now. And it is damn laughable.
It is laughable.
It is damn laughable. I went through a time in college. I think I wasn't taking super good care of myself. I was living on someone's futon in their living room, and that was like my bedroom. I didn't have anywhere to put my clothes. They just sat on the stairs. I wasn't living my best life. I had to laugh myself out of bed. I had to laugh myself to class, and I would just be walking to class like, I'm so fucking depressed. And I think it helped. in a lot of ways. I know what would not have helped is being like, I'm so fucking depressed right now. I think I could die.
Mm-hmm.
Going into it, letting it fall on itself.
Right.
And the biggest reason this works
spiral.
is because it's like you're allowing a state change. You are invoking a state change. And it's the only way that you can even kind of make some room for new thoughts to come in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend it.
Yes.
I highly recommend it.
Yes. And like creating that state change, it could be with anything. So like I'm self-conscious about my weight. And that's fucking hilarious.
And I love finishing that sentence with, and that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and be like, how silly, you silly girl. Why are you... No.
I wish we were teaching every single girl in America, especially from a young age, to see it that way. The second you get self-conscious about your body, the second you doubt your worth.
It's funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like,
not because it's wrong, but that's so human of you.
Oh, you silly girl.
You silly girl. You are perfect in every way. Your feelings are valid, but that's fucking funny.
Yes. And not making fun of, but
no.
Relieving the situation.
Right. I would love to know what everyone's thoughts are on this in the comments.
Because some people can be very triggered.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
Triggered.
Well, and it's hard to kind of find the right words to express what finding a giggle truly means.
Right, because finding a giggle can be anything to anyone. It's just what we see for the podcast.
Well, and what's a reason that you think finding a giggle is so important?
I find it important because it brings light to any situation. It brings comfortability with yourself and who you are becoming, who are you growing to be. I could keep going.
Right. Well, and it's like, it's not fake positivity.
Mm-mm.
It's just finding something to just take you away from what the situation is, from what the feelings are, from what the thoughts are.
Well, could also give you something to look forward to.
It really can.
Get you out of bed. Give you that motivation of, I really do like painting. I really want to get up and paint.
Right. Or I had a really hard day. I'm gonna make some time for myself to paint later.
Or I need to take a bath, eat some chocolate, and drink some wine and read a book.
Right.
Solid.
Because, dude, difficult experiences are a necessary part of the human experience.
That's how we learn. That's how we grow.
Right. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Allow yourself some laughs.
Yes. So, what is the time in your life where you were most devastated? So low, so broken, but somehow found a giggle?
I know that when we started the Ego Death series, I was like, ouch. I was definitely going through it. And if you haven't seen the Ego Death series, we've got it linked right here. But basically, I was going through an ego death as we started the series. And an ego death is basically like who you are right now, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's like you got cloned, and your clone is the better, more growth version of yourself, and you have to die. So ego death is always going to feel like I am actually dying. And I was like, my ego was holding on for dear life. She didn't want to go, and she was like, don't kill me. And I just had to laugh right through it because I'm like, damn, this is so laughable. And also, you are not working for me.
Mm-mm.
You are not working for me, girl. I gotta let you go. And laughed all the way through it.
All the way through.
What's one that you are dealing with recently or in a past experience?
Both, I suppose. So we'll go back to body image. And I've never been really, I don't know. I feel like I can't say that I'm self-conscious, but I definitely feel that way sometimes, especially with my body image. Like, not necessarily with my weight specifically, but it does kind of drive me crazy because it brings me back to when I was like 15, 16. And I was really injured and was in like a boot, cast, crutches, unable to like go for a walk for like almost 2 years. And my weight was like, it was like 145, which is not bad at all. It's really not bad. But the smaller you are, the more it shows. And so like I had love handles, and love handles are fun. They're something to grab onto. They're But
They sexy.
They are.
They are sexy.
But my older adopted brother there was one time we went swimming, and he ended up just like coming over to me and like kept poking like my love handle and saying like, oh, you've got some like love handles. And that made me feel like shit. I'm like, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to, so screw you and your shit with your love handles. And so I even told Kat just the other day, I went and weighed myself and I was like 139.
Numbers not important.
It's not important, but it's like, oh, I feel like I'm going like back to that, but I know that's not the case. I feel self-conscious about the number, and that's so funny because I'm so beautiful.
I know.
I think it's hilarious.
Like when she shared with me, she was like, this is so random, but this is how I'm feeling. I'm like, that's hilarious.
I know, and it is so funny. It's so funny. Like
It's hilarious because it's so human.
Oh yeah, and like
Right.
I'm not sitting on it. I don't like think about it all day long. That's gonna kill my brain.
Dude, the biggest thing I did in my own body image struggle was precisely that. Like
Diving into it and just like letting it sit with you.
Well, no, sorry, not sitting with it anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's stopping myself from diving into the allowing of that belief and stopping it right away and being like, that's fucking funny, but that's not really where we go.
No,
So
exactly.
stop right now. I would do this thing where when my mind started looping into I think every single girl, probably a lot of guys, know exactly the thoughts that come up.
Probably.
And it spirals so quickly.
It goes.
I know. I would stop myself. I'd literally walk up to a mirror with such urgency, with such fire and intensity, and I'd look myself dead in the eye, and I'd be like, you fucking stop. You beautiful goddamn bitch. You need to stop it right now.
You silly girl.
And it used to start really intense where I'd be like, look, you need to fucking stop this right now. And then it got funnier and funnier and funnier, where now I'll kind of like waltz up to myself in the mirror and I'll be like, you funny damn bitch. I love you so much.
Oh my God, I love that.
The thoughts have really subsided so much. I mean, I still get self-conscious all of the time, but if I notice 3 thoughts in a row that are kind of spiraling me, I stop it.
Yeah.
So much progress in that.
Stop it by, oh, you silly girl.
You're actually hilarious. So happy that we're touching on body image with Find a Giggle.
Yeah.
Because I think it's one of the biggest spots that Find a Giggle applies.
Oh.
Because sometimes, like with a lot of other situations that we mentioned, it's like, no, like life or death circumstances could kind of be coming involved. Like if you might lose your job, if you really have to fear for the future.
Yeah.
You don't have to fear for the future of how you feel about your body right now.
No, not at all.
It's honestly one of the silliest things that you can tackle right now. It's so silly.
It is so silly.
It is
silly,
so
meow meows.
silly. It's so silly. It's valid.
It is.
We hold space for it. We know exactly how you feel. We feel it
course.
all the time.
Yeah.
Every girl in America does.
Or even guys too. Every single person. Every single
Yeah.
person is having that feeling. But why aren't we having this discussion that this exists?
That we're all ashamed of the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, but
Come
we
on,
don't-
that's hilarious.
We don't talk about it. I think
That's
it's the funniest
just
thing.
funny.
Is
That's
you-
real comedy right there.
We're so goofy, you silly humans.
Oh my god. Funny fuckers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm glad we're having this discussion too. Because again, Find a Giggle can be anything that you think, that whether it goes to your personal self or to something that you enjoy, anything.
Regardless of how you feel too about the notion of Find a Giggle, I promise you there's nothing wrong with creating a state change in a difficult situation or a difficult experience.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with creating a state change. It might not work for you right now, but I promise it works.
But you have to put in the work and effort, because the question is, do you want it enough?
Right. Do you want it enough? And even last night I had a breakdown and
It's
I
beautiful.
oh my God, I sobbed like a baby and that was hilarious too.
Yeah, she was like, I'm being a baby. I'm like,
being such a baby because,
like,
you know,
come
it's
here.
literally one of those things where you're just like, Kyla was trying to help me make a list for moving. And I was like, if I'm being so honest, I don't want to make a list. And I just, like making a list set me into a sob spiral.
it's okay.
Come on.
It was one thing after another.
Right.
It
It's
was
cute and that's hilarious.
Yes.
Fuck, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, but I told her, I was like, you know, when you just want to be upset,
And you want to be upset.
right now I want to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have to take a solid 15 minutes to keep letting myself be upset. So know that like your choice to continue being upset is totally a fine decision.
Yep.
It's so a fine decision.
It's okay to feel because we all have the feelings.
And sometimes it really protects you. Imagine when you need to keep yourself in anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe you don't want to laugh about it. Maybe someone wronged you and you don't have to laugh about that yet.
No, you can say fuck you all day long if that's what you need to do.
All day long. I encourage you, anything that's bothered you, to find a giggle about it eventually. I have one of my sticky notes that I put on my mirror is, remember, sweet cat, to laugh about anything that bothered you today.
Mm-hmm.
And I live my life that way. It helps me tremendously. But I can't take life that seriously. Otherwise, I'll go fucking crazy.
You really can't take life seriously because really, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
What we don't know what the fuck life is. Is this even real? Are we even alive?
Life is livelihood and change.
Meow.
Meow.
Okay. We're a meow.
It's playful.
It is. You're supposed
The
to have
universe is
fun.
playful. Alan Watts always says, well, he doesn't always say, he is dead and past now.
Oh.
But he said, he's like, life is about the performance. It's about playing. It's like you're playing you're not just playing the part, but if life was about the end destination and not actually living through it, then people would go to concerts just to hear one crashing chord.
Damn.
You know, you're not hearing the playing out of it.
No, you're not.
I think it's a great thing to remember.
It is a great thing. Well, Miss Cat, we've got some work to go do.
Yeah.
And we're going to go check it out. Because you got to have fun, for real. Go have fun. Enjoy the day. Enjoy this moment, this very moment.
We're definitely in a great mood now, but this will apply when we are in very tumultuous places.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where it really helps you out of some binds.
If you want it. We're here. We're here regardless. It's up to you.
Meow.
Well,
all right.
you beautiful meow meows. Have a great day.
Find a giggle.
Find a giggle. All right. Goodbye, meow meow.
Bye.
Alrighty, you lovely meows. We love you deeply, and we thank you dearly for joining us in our journey today.
Subscribe to the 6AM Meow Meows to get notifications for future episodes. If you wish for more meows in your life, you can connect with us on Instagram for questions to ask yourself, writing prompts, as well as tips and tricks related to today's episode. And, of course, cats.
If you're more of a visual person, find us on YouTube for the video version of these podcasts. Or you can join the conversation on Facebook. Share what you think, what you learned, or something you would like to add to our discussions.
To get in touch with us, or if you have any questions, email us at the 6am meows at gmail.com.
And all of these links will be listed below, so just scroll on down to get connected.
As always, we are learning through this journey, so your comments and perspectives are a fundamental part in helping us gain understanding and shifting our current realities.
Again, thank you for your time, and have a perfect rest of your day. Goodbye, beautiful meow meows.
Goodbye!